During the prenatal checkup, the doctor suddenly removed his gloves. Over the next 10 minutes, I sensed something was terribly wrong, but seeing his stern, detached expression, I forced myself to suppress my fear and anxiety. The moment the exam ended, I rushed out of the hospital, back home. I spent 6 hours scrubbing in the bathroom. Only after my husband returned did I tell him everything that had happened, with his companionship and support. I began to confront that experience head on and resolved to pursue legal action. The turn of events was shocking. Under the pressure of the case, the doctor completely broke down and ultimately chose to end his own life. I thought everything had finally come to a close, but I didn't know. His wife was enduring suffering on the other side. Because of this accident, she lost her child and her uterus. However, 6 months later, my child was born safely. To care for the baby, my husband and I hired a nanny. I had no idea she was the doctor's wife, seeking revenge. She secretly altered her appearance and changed her name and entered my life. When she found me, I was utterly surprised. This woman's bearing was utterly unlike that of a nanny. Out of courtesy, I let her stay for the time being. At dinner, my earring fell to the floor, but she made no mention of it. While my husband and I discussed her employment, she suddenly screamed at the baby, claiming to have found the earring in its mouth. This made my husband and me feel deeply grateful. We immediately decided to keep her as our nanny. That night, she slipped silently into the nursery. Inside the room, she picked up a pillow, brought it close to the infant, then placed it beside the baby. Next, she undid her buttons and quietly began nursing the child. When she took the baby out for a walk, a neighbor remarked how much the child resembled her. This only fueled her desire to possess everything I now had. When I tried to breastfeed the baby, I discovered she actually rejected my milk. When I questioned her about it, she lied and said everything was fine. That day, my husband asked me to deliver some documents for him, but I didn't act immediately. I planned to water the plants first. This gave Lisa the chance to destroy the letter. By the time I reached the post office, the letter had vanished.